the Nevada opener is tomorrow. And I'm cruising out here to my spot. I'm gonna go pick up some sheds tomorrow. But this trip is off to a really good start. You won't believe what I just did. Yay! Look at that. Must have tore it or something. I checked them before I came out today, checked all the pressure and everything, aired them up. It is what it is. Just one of those things, shed hunting. So luckily I got a spare, I got a jack. I think I have the right lug wrench, we'll see. But so it looks like I'm gonna be doing that for a minute. Always a great way to start it off. Not looking good. Pulled the spare down. It's kind of weather checked and stuff, but I thought it would be okay. Went to air it up a little bit, and the valve stem came off the spare. So that tire's worthless. And so I lifted it up, I jacked it up on the tire that lost all the air, and I'm putting air back in it now to see if I can go somewhere on it. Even if I just got I don't know how long it'll last. I could hear the air rushing out of it somehow. I don't know what happened to it exactly. I couldn't see a big tear or anything, a sidewall tear. So I'm gonna get air in it, see if I can find out where it's leaking. I think I have a plug kit in here. If I can do that and get a plug in it, then I'll try to run to town. Long way from anywhere really, like 50 plus miles from any town. But this is the kind of crap I do. I'm on somebody's bad side today. My one tire goes flat. She's like, okay, that happens, no big deal. My spare's no good, which is like, okay, that's crappy, but whatever. I walk around the other side of the truck. My other tire is flat on the back. Like all the way. What the heck did I do? Somebody's mad at me. I'm so screwed. There's nothing I can do. Literally nothing I can do now. I can't even drive to town if I get my one tire fixed. I'm 50 miles away from anywhere. I'm a solid 10 miles away from cell phone service. This is ridiculous. Well, I'm SOL. 2 flat tires and a flat spare on this little obscure fence line road. Nobody's gonna come by. There hasn't been a truck down this road for a week. So I'm gonna walk up to that point and see if I can get service, which I've been on that point and I didn't have service, but I'm gonna give it a shot. And if that's a no-go, I guess I'm gonna walk to the highway, which is 15 miles. Go get a tow truck, pay for a tow truck all the way from here to the closest town. Whatever. I guess I'll walk up to that point and see if I got service. Yes, I'm way up here. Climbing up as high as I can. I got 1 bar for 1 second. And then it went away. It wasn't enough to make a phone call. I can go a little tiny bit higher. So I'm gonna go to the very top of this peak and just pray that I get some service. If not, it's gonna be a long, lousy walk out here. Service isn't good enough to get a call or a text out. Get all the way up here and I got 1 bar. I just got a text. Oh. Message failed to send. Thanks, iPhone. So, it's gonna take me 20 minutes to get down off this point and get to my truck at the very least. Then I'd say it's a solid 3 to 4 hour walk to where I have cell service. Then we have to see if I can get a hold of a tow truck in one of these small little towns. And even if they do come, are they gonna come tonight or tomorrow? When it rains, it pours, and it's about to rain, dude. That's the other thing. It's supposed to actually maybe snow. It's getting cooled off. So here's the game plan. I'm not gonna get pissed off about this. I'm not gonna let this in my head because I could get really mad, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go down to my truck. I'm gonna load up my pack. I think I'm gonna maybe pack my bedroll with me because I have my small one, my Fortress, my canvas cutter. I'm gonna take that. It's got a light sleeping bag in it and a pad. And I'm gonna take a bunch of bottles of water, and I got some food from that last backcountry, whatever it's called, fuel box. I'm gonna put it all in my pack, and I'm gonna head for service. I think it's I might be able to do it in 3 or 4 hours. And it might be longer than that. I don't know, I've never walked it, but I know it's about 15 miles. So I'm gonna try that, I'm gonna head for there, and then if at any point the weather gets bad or it gets too late or something happens, I'll climb in my bedroll and I'll sleep and I'll keep walking in the morning. Oh yeah. So that's a canvas cutter Dominator, not a Dominator, a Fortress on a Kifaru Nomad 2. Has the pad, the sleeping bag, the pole system, everything in that thing. Surprisingly, I mean, it's bulky obviously, but the weight isn't that bad. And I think it's like 10 pounds with everything in there. And you consider that's a tent and a sleeping bag and a pad. And I'm gonna fill these side pockets up with bottles of water, with food, and then I'm walking. We're off. Got the bedroll loaded on. Got a bunch of snacks and a bunch of water. This pack's not bad, maybe 35, 40 pounds tops. You actually could hike with this bedroll if you were just like packing in to hunt or something. It's not bad. I know a lot of guys do like a inflatable mattress in them and then a light sleeping bag. It seems very feasible to me, but I'm gonna just head for service fast as I can go. Been walking for a couple hours. Whew, this sucks. This pack seemed pretty light in the beginning, kind of heavy now, but I'm so far I've covered almost 10 miles. Should be maybe 5 to 6 more, I don't know, maybe more. So you notice my surroundings have changed a little bit. I'm no longer making a death hike because I got saved by James here in a very nice motorhome. James is actually just lives like 20 minutes away from me and super lucky. He's gonna help me out, get me some cell service, and I'm gonna get a tow. So I pulled another one out somehow, I don't know. Somehow I got lucky again. So we're flipping around, we're gonna head to service real quick, and maybe tomorrow I'll still be picking up sheds. We might salvage this thing yet. That right there is a good dude. James Millward offered to drive me all the way to town if I needed to, whatever, and pick me up. Some random dude on the side of the road helped me out, drove me to cell service. So I was kind of in a pocket of self-pity right there, pretty upset about the way things have been going. And then you meet somebody like that and you just remember most of the people in this world are good, and most of them are out there looking to help others. And I just hope that if I'm in the position to help other people, that I don't ever turn that opportunity down. But big thanks to James. Don't know if he'll see this or not, but thank you. I got a tow truck coming tomorrow. They'll be out here at first light, first thing, and we'll go get my truck and haul it to town, get some new tires. But I got my bedroll, I got all the stuff I need. I'm gonna sleep out right here, make for a good night. There's one thing I can't stress enough to you, it's the importance of having a good bed. I'm so glad I decided to throw my canvas cutter on. For the made the hike kind of a little heavy, but throwing her out on the ground here, it's getting cold, like really cold, really fast, and super glad I have this thing because this night would be miserable. Tow truck will be here in the morning. Super frustrating. So I got here last night. You remember all that. Slept on the ground right there. Had actually slept really good thanks to that bedroll. I'm so glad I brought it. That was like an absolute lifesaver. It's really cold. But now it's the first day of the Nevada season. It's open, you know, and I'm sitting here waiting for a tow truck. I called them this morning at 5. They said they would come as soon as it was light. Well, apparently to some people, as soon as it's light means 9 a.m. So I'm gonna wait another 4 hours or so. Well, it's only, I've been waiting 2 and I gotta wait another hour and a half for the tow truck, and then we gotta go get the truck. Flurrying snow a little bit. What a day. Best case scenario, we get to town quick, drop me off at a tire place, someplace that can sell me some tires, get me fixed up quick, and we're back on the road. And I get out here this afternoon, run, make a little loop, pick up the sheds that I know where they are, and head for home. Just a survival tip. Get yourself one of these little bedrolls. And like, I would probably suggest, I have a foam pad in there, I'd probably suggest an inflatable pad just for the ease of carrying it. But it was nothing for me to carry that thing 15 miles last night and have a warm, safe place to sleep and a warm bed. That makes all the difference in the world. Canvas cutter, there's a link to them in the description of this video right here. Go check them out, get yourself a bedroll, it could save your bacon. Is this what it feels like to be homeless? Have your bed and all your belongings on your back and just walk and walk and walk. I'm on my way to meet the tow truck driver now. He called me a little while back, said he was supposed to be here in about an hour. Go out to the main road and meet him. So it's been almost an hour. I'm headed to the main road. Gonna meet up. Hopefully get this thing resolved. What a freaking day. You guys ever have days like this? All right, so I was thinking about it. I'm like, everybody has these stories, right? Shed hunters, hunters, whoever. So if you guys want to entertain me, tell me about your biggest oh crap day in the hills where everything went wrong. This one's definitely up there with the video of me wrecking my tracker, my Suzuki. I don't know how many of you have been around that long and seen that video, but if you haven't watched it, if you go back a ways in my videos, there's one called I Wrecked My Tracker or something like that. That was definitely one of the funner days that I've had. But tell me your story in the comments. I want to hear them. They all kind of crack me up. Like everybody, every shed hunter has even hunters, people that don't shed hunt, have a story of where like these days where everything just hits the fan. So tell me about them. Well, I've been rescued again. I'm in the tow truck, me and Dalton over here. We're going to get her, and I think we're gonna be able to get to it just fine, get it loaded up, get some tires figured out. Hopefully everything will go smooth and I'll be picking up sheds tonight, but that seems pretty optimistic to me. We'll see what happens. Either way, we're gonna get this puppy loaded on and get to town. Beauty. All hooked up. Gotta love it. Back on the road, rolling in the tundra once again. So, got towed to town, found a tire place. They were able to repair my tires. The tires weren't in bad shape. I just hit a couple sharp rocks. So, and then they put a new valve stem in my spare for me. It should be fine. And they also put new lug nuts on, and they gave me a key that can take them off. So I'm in much better shape than I was a couple hours ago. So a big shout out to the tow driver and to the guys that got me all fixed up and back on the road. Appreciate you guys. Now it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I got a couple hours till dark, and I'm gonna buzz out and I'm gonna try like heck to get those sheds that I left up on the hill the last time I was out here. I'm headed back to town for a T-ball game tomorrow. So, whew, talk about an adventure. Here's the plus sides, okay? I'm gonna run through a few things with you guys, okay? The plus sides. One, my insurance covered the tow. Full coverage insurance, right? People talk about it being not a very good deal all the time. So the difference in paying full coverage and paying liability only insurance on our vehicles came down to about $10 a month. So when I found that out, we opted for full coverage, and because I had full coverage insurance, saved me a $600 tow. So that's one. If you can afford full coverage, it might save your butt. Two, another plus, only had to pay $44 to get my tires fixed and get the lug nuts. Super cheap. Awesome. So all that really cost me was time and a big long walk. I thought I was gonna have to buy new tires, which I will need eventually before too long anyway, but that's it. No worse for wear. Headed back. Hopefully my sheds didn't all get picked up. I guess we'll see. Why would I expect anything different at this point? Luckily, I have this, which is a rim key. So I should be able to pull that one off. They fixed my spare. I don't know what kind of shape the spare's in. This is unreal. This is unreal. All right, you guys, I'm going mega lightweight. I'm hauling butt. It's 5:30 Utah time. That means we got dark in an hour and a half. And I'm gonna run and see if I can get to all these sheds before it gets dark. Wish me luck. Let's go pick them up. So I'm getting up to the first shed, and this one was just here. I just found it like 4, 5, 6 days ago, whatever that was. So I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be here. Man, these hills are absolutely annihilated with bull sign. I'm surprised I haven't stumbled in any browns. When I come back up here, I'm gonna have to definitely look for browns. There's a campfire right there. Old one. But man, this is prime looking stuff. The winter feed in here is exceptional, and there's bull tracks everywhere. You guys, it's crazy how well these things hide sometimes. Even with a GPS mark, knowing where the shed was, it still took me a minute to turn it up again, but there it is. It's still sitting right there. Or I'll just trip and fall. Boom. Thought it'd probably be the best one of the day. Real heavy, nice bull. And I don't even have to do nothing anymore. Just pick her up. Yeah. Good bull. Battery lights flashing, of course. Still got decent color on the back. But I'm gonna call it, ooh, 8 or 9 pounds. Big old heavy shed. Sweet, better switch to the battery now. One strapped on. Let's go get some more. I think I have 2 deer sheds next. We'll see. But maybe we'll find something else in between, that'd be cool. There's that. Not a bad shed, actually. I think the match is right up there. But we'll go see. Down and up and down. I knew I glassed one up from across the way the other day. There it is. Ugh. Well, that wasn't worth it. Put a lot of time and effort into finding that little sucker. Okay, up we go, up that steep sucker to the elk sheds. Yes, still here. Pretty good little bull, got a long third. Saw that bull last time I was out here 2 times ago. He was just one ridge over. Okay, so far they've all been here, but these are all the ones that I saw a week ago, so I knew they would kind of probably be here, but I think his other side is just over that way, over the hill. Shows too much if I show you right now, but I'll go get it. Oh, still here. I don't think it's the other side of this one. Can't tell. Hell, might be. Got a busted off third, maybe. What do you guys think, Sat? I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. But I don't know. I think it might be. Yeah, probably. Who knows? Strap on. Got one more to get. Last one right there. This one actually got moved. Like it was sitting right up there. Down the hill about 4 feet, 5 feet maybe. Elk get playing with them sometimes. There's fresh bull tracks here, but that's the very first one I found on that trip out here. It's just a weird 4-point, like it has like a 20-inch front, almost no second, and then just a whale tail. Weird looking little bull. Spindle, he doesn't weigh nothing. But that's all of them that I had found, so it's starting to snow pretty good. And I got, it's 7:30 Utah time, so 6:30 Nevada time. I got about a half hour till dark, so I'm gonna book it off of this thing. I didn't find any other ones yet. I just found the ones that I knew about. I still didn't get to all of them. Some of them are clear over on the other side. It's snowing. So I'm gonna chug a water bottle, eat a granola bar, strap on, and then I'm motoring off of here. Well, my granola bar's buried and it's got horns strapped down over the top of it, and I don't have to have, I don't know, I'm not worried about, I guess, messing with it that bad. It's pretty cold. I have a jacket in there too, but I think I'll just hike some more. T-shirts in the snow, that's what's up. But all in all, it's good to have one of those. I haven't had a good pack of elk sheds in a little while. That's not great, but it's not bad. Maybe I'll get lucky and snag another one on the way out of here, but when I left the truck, this said 5:36. I ain't even gonna, come on. It said 5:36 and like 3,000 or 4,000 steps. Now I'm at 19,000 steps at 7:40, so not a bad little huff. Away we go. Made it back. All my tires are still holding there. Grateful to see that. Now I got 35 miles of roads that have now shredded 4 tires. So say a little prayer for me. That's okay, right? Long drive. Got back to the truck, put the key in and turn it, nothing. Totally dead, and I about lost it. I about lost it right there. I popped the hood. Just a bad connection and it fired up. What a day. There's flat tire number 5 for the day. All I want to do is go home. So beyond furious right now. I'm seriously considering just driving it on the rim. I don't have a spare to put on it anyway. I'm 10 miles further from cell phone service than I was when I had to do this crap last night. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ooh, ghost story. Look at that. I look like a albino Amish person. Anyway, as you can tell by my last video, I was pretty frustrated with things. And I still am frustrated with things, but I can put a positive twist on some of this crap. I don't know why. Anyway, I was able to drive to where I have cell phone service, and I talked to my wife, and she was gonna go to work tomorrow, but she's gonna stay with the kids now, and she might run out tomorrow with the car hauler and just pull me home. Or if not, I got a buddy that's coming out here tomorrow anyway to shed hunt, and I might just have him grab a U-Haul car dolly, pull it out here, then we'll go shed hunt for a couple days, and then we'll pull it home at the end of those couple days. I don't know what we're gonna do for sure, but I got phone service, I got food, I got a dry bed. I'm gonna figure this out again. Moral of the story, if you get tires, go home. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's not a very good moral. That's the moral of what I should have done today. I should have just gone home. Instead, I'm here. Should we see what the tire looks like? I haven't even looked at it yet. Ugh. I know it's ruined. Of course it's ruined, but it's raining, of course. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I figured as much, because I drove it literally 20 something miles on that rim. The rim is probably shot, and it doesn't look terrible, but I knew when I drove on it that I was probably just kissing it goodbye. Thrashed up my fender. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that. Anyway, I'm hard on things in case you haven't noticed by now. I'm gonna set up the bedroll and I'm gonna go to sleep.